How often do you find yourself reaching for a bag of chips or ordering a side of fries? It's not surprising, really. The allure of these snack items is undeniable. They're everywhere, from grocery store shelves to fast food menus, and they're a staple at social gatherings. What makes them so irresistible? For one, there's that satisfying crunch when you bite into a chip or a crisp fry. Then there's the flavor, a tantalizing blend of saltiness and savoriness that's hard to resist, not to mention the convenience. No need for utensils or even a plate. Just grab a handful or a bag and you're good to go. But here's the thing. These tasty treats aren't just a symphony of flavor and texture. They're also a product of science and industry, designed to hit all the right notes on your palate and keep you coming back for more. So, while these snacks may be tempting, there's more to them than meets the taste buds. So what exactly are we putting into our bodies when we indulge in these crispy treats? The answer, quite simply, is a lot. And not a lot of good stuff either. Let's break it down, shall we? When you reach for that bag of chips or order a side of fries, you're inviting a whole host of unhealthy elements onto your plate. First up, sodium. If you've ever wondered why these snacks are so addictive, it's largely because they're loaded with salt. A single serving of chips can contain up to a third of your recommended daily salt intake, and we all know how easy it is to eat more than one serving, right? Next, we have fats, but not the good, healthy kind. Chips and fries are typically deep-fried in oils that are high in saturated and trans fats. These fats can raise your bad cholesterol levels and lower your good cholesterol, a double whammy that increases your risk of heart disease. And let's not forget about calories. A medium-sized serving of fries can pack in up to 365 calories, while a single ounce of chips can contain around 152 calories. That's a lot of energy for relatively little nutritional payoff. Now let's talk science. Numerous studies have linked high intake of these elements to various health issues. Obesity, often associated with high-calorie diets, is a significant risk factor for conditions like diabetes and heart disease. High sodium intake can lead to high blood pressure, another heart disease risk factor. And high levels of unhealthy fats can contribute to high cholesterol, further increasing the risk of heart disease. But it's not just about the immediate health effects. Regularly consuming these snacks can also contribute to long-term health problems. One study found that people who frequently ate fried potatoes were twice as likely to die prematurely. So the next time you're tempted to reach for that bag of chips or order those fries, remember, each bite is more than just a burst of flavor. It's also a step towards potential health issues. Clearly, these tasty snacks carry a hefty nutritional price. Did you know that a harmful chemical is produced when potatoes are fried at high temperatures? This harmful chemical is called acrylamide, a potential carcinogen that can be produced in food during high-temperature cooking processes, like frying. Now, this isn't some far-flung theory. It's a fact backed by numerous scientific studies. Let's break it down a bit. Acrylamide is a chemical compound that forms in starchy foods like potatoes when they're cooked at high temperatures. This process, known as the Maillard reaction, is what gives fried foods their distinctive brown color and delicious taste. But this tasty transformation comes with a cost. The World Health Organization and the Food and Agriculture Organization both categorize acrylamide as a major concern. And there's a good reason for this. Numerous studies have linked high dietary exposure to acrylamide with an increased risk of several types of cancer, including kidney, endometrial, and ovarian cancers. Now, it's important to note that the risk is associated with high levels of exposure, and the occasional indulgence in your favorite fried foods isn't likely to cause cancer on its own. But it's equally important to remember that this risk increases with regular high consumption of these foods. In 2002, Swedish scientists were the first to report acrylamide in food. Since then, extensive research has been conducted, and the results have been consistent. The higher the temperature and the longer the cooking time, the more acrylamide is produced. And guess what? Fried potatoes like chips and fries are among the foods with the highest levels of acrylamide. So while those crispy golden fries might taste heavenly, they're not exactly angelic when it comes to your health. And if the lack of nutritional value and excess calories weren't enough, we now have the acrylamide factor to contend with. It's a sobering reminder that every choice we make about what we eat has potential consequences. This is yet another health hazard that comes with those crunchy bites. But it's not just about what's in the chips and fries, it's also about what they do to our eating habits. Consider this. You're watching your favorite show, your hand in a bag of chips. Before you know it, you've reached the bottom of the bag. Sound familiar? This is the power of mindless eating, a trap that chips and fries can easily lead us into. The problem with these tasty treats is that they're designed to make you crave more. They're high in fat and salt, a combination that our brains find irresistible. It's a phenomenon called hedonic hyperphagia, eating beyond your energy needs simply for pleasure. Research has shown that foods like chips and fries can trigger the same reward and pleasure centers in our brains as addictive substances like drugs. They can hijack our brain's natural hunger and fullness signals, leading us to consume more than we need. When we consume chips and fries regularly, they can also crowd out healthier foods from our diet. If we're filling up on these calorie-dense, nutritionally poor snacks, we're less likely to consume the fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins that our bodies need. This displacement of nutrient-rich foods can lead to poor dietary quality overall. It's linked with increased risks of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. And it's not just the immediate impact on our diet that's concerning. Studies have shown that frequent consumption of chips and fries can lead to unhealthy dietary patterns that stick around. These patterns can be hard to break and can have long-term effects on our health. So, while the occasional serving of chips or fries won't derail a healthy diet, frequent consumption can cause problems. It's not just about the high levels of fat, salt, and acrylamide. It's about the ripple effects on our eating habits and overall diet quality. These snacks can indeed send our healthy eating plans off the rails. It's important to be mindful of not just what we're eating, but how much and how often. After all, our health is influenced by our total dietary pattern, not just individual foods. So, what can we do to satisfy our cravings without compromising our health? Well, the good news is, we can still enjoy the crunch and flavor we love from chips and fries, but in a healthier way. Let's explore some alternatives that are not only delicious, but also pack a punch when it comes to nutritional value. First up, baked vegetable chips. These are made from a variety of vegetables like beetroot, sweet potato, and kale. They're thinly sliced, lightly seasoned, and baked until crispy. Compared to regular potato chips, these vegetable chips have fewer calories, less sodium, and more fiber. They also contain essential nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin C, and iron that your body needs to function properly. Next, we have air-popped popcorn. This is a whole grain snack that's naturally low in fat and high in fiber. When prepared without adding butter or excessive salt, it can be a healthy alternative to chips. Plus, it's high in antioxidants, which help protect your body from damage caused by harmful molecules called free radicals. Lastly, let's talk about sweet potato fries. Sweet potatoes are a rich source of dietary fiber, vitamin A, and potassium. Unlike regular fries, sweet potato fries can be baked instead of fried, reducing the amount of unhealthy fats. And here's a bonus. The natural sweetness of sweet potatoes adds an extra layer of flavor that's sure to satisfy your taste buds. Now, it's important to remember that while these alternatives are healthier, moderation is still key. Too much of anything, even healthy snacks, can tip the scales of a balanced diet. So the next time you feel the urge to reach for a bag of chips or a plate of fries, consider these alternatives. With a little creativity in the kitchen, you can whip up snacks that are not only satisfying, but also contribute to your overall health. With these alternatives, we can still enjoy a tasty snack without the health risks. So, let's quickly revisit what we've learned today. The crunch of chips and the golden allure of fries may seem irresistible, but we've delved into the nutritional downside of these popular snacks. They're often loaded with unhealthy fats and excess salt, leading to serious health risks like obesity and heart disease. We also uncovered the acrylamide factor. This potentially harmful chemical compound forms when foods like potatoes are cooked at high temperatures. On top of this, chips and fries can negatively impact our eating habits by encouraging overeating and contributing to unhealthy dietary patterns. But don't despair. We've also explored healthier alternatives that can satisfy our cravings without sacrificing our well-being. Think sweet potato fries, veggie chips, or even air-fried options. Remember, every time you eat, it's an opportunity to nourish your body. Choose wisely. Now, we want to hear from you. How much chips and fries do you eat in a week or a month? How do you replace your craving for those snacks? Share with us and our community in the comments below. Want to stay healthy and get updated information? Follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye for now, and thank you for watching our video.